afternoon. I'm Miss Mary, and today we are going to be making a rubber band engineering project together, and we are going to be talking about the life cycle of a butterfly, because the engineering project that we are going to make is going to be a rubber band butterfly, and it can really fly, which is pretty cool. So to start out, let's talk about the supplies you're going to need. You are going to need a piece of construction paper. You are going to need a pen or pencil to draw with. You are going to need a paper clip that's been straightened out as best as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but the straighter you can get it, the better. You are going to need a rubber band, which we need for a lot of our rubber band engineering projects. You are definitely going to need some tape. And this is the odd one. You are going to need a round bead. If you can see that. That is going to be our butterfly's head. So the rounder you can get it, the more butterfly head it's going to look like. But it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Mine's not perfect either. You can see it's got little jagged edges there. Okay, so the first thing is that I am getting these instructions from our Instructables Craft worksheet, and it is a rubber band flying paper butterfly. And that will be attached to the newsletter as well. So you can get the instructions from that. You can print out the butterfly wing template from that website, and it is a very nice template. But if you, like me, don't have a printer at home, that's okay. We can draw one. So I'm going to walk you through that. First thing is to take your piece of construction paper and to fold it in half. Now, as you can see, I kind of got a little started on this. You want to draw a heart, half a heart really, on your piece of paper. This is going to be the bottom half of your wings. That is going to be the part that spins around to power the butterfly. So draw a heart and make sure that the V is a very deep V. Then you want to draw just a regular circle for the top part of the wings. These are going to be separate. There's going to be a bottom part of the wings and a top part of the wings. I would recommend making the diameter about 1.5 inches long. And for this side, you want it to be 3 inches long, all the way from the tallest point of your heart down to the tip. Okay? Now, once you've drawn those, you can go ahead and cut them out. I went ahead and cut some out earlier. Here's the top part of our wings, kind of looks like a figure 8. And here's the bottom part of our wings. Looks rather like a heart that's missing its tip. Okay? Now, the next thing we are going to need is a straw. Straw. Now, you don't need the whole straw. In fact, you only need about half of one. So we're going to go ahead and cut that down. This should be 2.5 inches long. Okay. And what you're going to do is find your rubber band and your paper clip. Now, this part is tricky. And honestly, it might take you a little bit, and it's okay to ask for help if you're getting stuck. So what you want to do is take your paper clip, put your rubber band right in the middle of your paper clip, and bend your paper clip up. This might look a little like a butterfly's antennae up here. You can see these two bits. And what that's going to do is going to make us much, much easier to send the rubber band through the straw. And if I've measured this out just right, which I think I have, you are going to see the metal bit just poke at the top here. And we are going to be able to pull that out. May have made the straw just a little long. I'm going to trim that and push it through. Here you go. You see how the metal comes through the top? And you just want to pull that through. Now, if you pull too hard, you're going to yoink, pull the rubber band all the way out, which is obviously not what you wanted to do. So as a bit of a trick, what you can do is tie a little knot at the very bottom of your rubber band. That way, you can't pull it all the way through. So, there we go. Can you see that? Little knot. Okay. And then we're going to send it through the straw.
Yes.
There's our rubber band coming right through the straw. And as you can see, the knot keeps it nice and secure there at the bottom. Now, you've got the body of your butterfly here with the rubber band through it. That is going to act like our motor for this project, which is pretty fun. You want to take that bead that we talked about earlier and put it on your paper clip. Push it all the way down. Mine's going to not cooperate terribly because I didn't manage to get it all the way straightened out. And what this is going to do is keep your rubber band inside your straw. Now, it's important that you get your paper clip as straight as you can, because otherwise your bead is going to get stuck, which is what mine is doing to me right now. So, on that goes all the way on, so you can see. Okay, so now that we have put our rubber band through our straw, you can give it a test spin. You're going to spin it and see when you let go, it should spin in place. And that's how your motor is going to work. For a second. So we've got our butterfly body here. We've got a rubber band going through the straw to the bead, and these little fun wires sticking out the top. The next thing we need to do is to separate the wires. This might look a little like the butterfly's antennae, but that's not what we're going to use them for. What we're actually going to use this for is to hold down our butterfly wings so that the top wings can be attached. So now we're going to take our butterfly bottom, and we are going to put our straw on the butterfly bottom. Go ahead and tape that down. Make sure it's nice and secure, because this is going to be how your butterfly flies. It's going to spin. And obviously you want to make sure it's nice and good and secure. So don't be afraid to use a few pieces of tape. So here we go. Should look something like that. Got a pretty good start to a butterfly here. Now, we're going to take our top wings and place them right on top of our bead. So our butterfly head is right in the middle here. Go ahead, fold your paper wings up and over the wires so that they end up hidden, because you don't want to have these wires sticking out from your beautiful butterfly. So they're going to look like that. See? And we're going to tape that all down so it's nice and secure. I'm going to show you as I do this every step of the way as best I can. As you can see, taped one side of his butterfly wings down. So what I did was I take the tape, I tape down our paper clip to the construction paper. See, there it is taped down. Then I fold the construction paper up and over like that, and I tape it down again. I'm going to use a good bit of tape on this project, and that's all right, right? Sometimes we need tape when we're engineering. So right now, you have most of your butterfly is actually complete. What you want to do is give it a test flight. You're going to spin the top part, and you will feel your rubber band start to get tense. I'm holding the bottom wings still, and I'm just spinning the top. The bead and wires that are going through it are pulling the rubber band tighter and tighter as we spin around. If you could see through this straw, you would see that it's starting to get very, very tight in there. So you want to spin it quite a few times and then give it a toss. Whoops! Up in the air, and you will see that the butterfly spins. There's a good visual of it for you. Okay, so how does this work? What do you think? How does this work? Well, it's pretty simple. The rubber band is acting like your motor, and when you're spinning your top wings, it's winding it up, and that is creating energy inside your butterfly wings. So the more you spin it, the more energy there's going to be. Do you think you could spin it too much? Definitely. If you spin it way, way too much, you can see it's starting to kind of try to wiggle away from me here, and you might eventually even manage to snap the rubber band, which is not something we would want. But if we spin it just right, you can really get a good flight going. This was a pretty simple craft. Along with it, I'm going to attach a couple of worksheets on the life cycle of a butterfly, how they end up going from caterpillar and metamorphosizing through to a butterfly. And I hope you had fun making this craft with me today. And make sure you send in your own photos and videos to the library, and we will put them up when we get the chance. All right, thanks, and have a nice day.